everyone. This is Stephen Balch, your instructor for Principles of Marketing at Ozarka College. Today what I thought I'd do is give you just a little bit of feedback on the chapters 4 and 5 activities that I finished grading this morning. And I'm going to remind you again about the semester project, and then also go over the chapter 6 and 7 activities which are due next week. All right. So the first thing is, like I said, I did finish grading the chapters 4 and 5 activities this morning. Most of you did well on those activities. Like I always tell you, I really appreciate those of you that are putting the time and effort in. So keep up the good work on that. Most of you did well on the chapter test. Just as a reminder, I know I always remind you of this, but you can take the chapter test as many times you want to up until the due date, and your highest grade is automatically recorded. And I will be opening those chapter tests later in this semester so that you can use those as a learning resource to study for the midterm and final exams. So just kind of keep that in mind. The discussion that we had for chapters 4 and 5 that dealt with U.S. firms entering developing global markets, I thought that went very well. I really appreciate everyone's input on that, everyone's participation. I really enjoyed reading everyone's comments. Hopefully that discussion allowed you to kind of see how the concepts that we're learning about in the chapters and in all the learning resources, how businesses actually apply those concepts when they develop their marketing strategies and marketing plans and so forth. All right. If you have questions about anything in chapters 4 and 5, just let me know, and I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have. I tried to be very specific on the grading comments, so just read through those. If you have questions, just let me know. Like I said, I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have. All right. Now, just as a reminder, let's go to the activities page here. And I know I went over this in the last video, but I'm going to go ahead and very quickly review over it again this time. Under week 15 on the activities page is the semester project. All right. If you haven't already done this, hopefully you've already done this, but if you haven't, I would encourage you right away, as soon as you can, click on that semester project link there and open up the instructions for the project. Carefully read through them and let me know if you have any questions. Just like I talked about last time, I want you to send me the company name that you want to use as the basis of your project by Friday of next week, which is February 23rd. All right. So go ahead and be working on that. At least read through the instructions and get started on that. Go ahead and research a company, figure out which company you're going to use as the basis for that project, and then, like I said, go ahead and use course mail to send me the name of the company that you want to use for that project. Okay, by Friday, February 23rd. All right. Now, let's look and see what the next set of chapter activities look like for us. So if you look right now, we're on week 5 of the semester. All right. Kind of in the middle of that week right now. We don't have anything else due this week, but we do have work due next week. All right. Specifically Friday of next week. So you've got a little over a week here to be working on the chapters 6 and 7 activities. So you've got the assignment, the test, and discussion all due by Friday of next week, which is basically the same day that I want that the company name needs to be sent to me as well. All right. All right. So chapter 6 covers the consumer decision-making process, which is very critical for marketers to understand the process that consumers go through when making purchase decisions. Because we want to make sure our marketing strategy and our marketing mix goes along with that process. And influences consumers as much as possible as they're going through that decision-making process. All right. Also in Chapter 6, you're going to learn about the types of consumer buying decisions. Not every buying decision for a consumer is the same. Consumers are not always going to gather the same amount of information for each type of decision. For example, when you go buy a candy bar or soda at a local convenience store or at Walmart, that type of decision is called routine response. You're not going to, most consumers are not going to take much time and effort to research that type of decision. It's just going to be more on impulse. Whereas other decisions like buying an automobile, consumers are going to spend a lot more time and effort on that decision-making process. And so marketers need to understand that, what type of buying decision it is for their particular good, so that they can, again, design a more effective marketing mix to reach that type of consumer. All right? And then finally in Chapter 6, you're going to learn about the influences on consumer decision-making. There are several different influencer groups in a consumer's environment, from friends and family to other people that they look at to help them make better decisions. There are all kinds of groups, and you'll learn about some of these groups that influence the consumer decision-making process. And then Chapter 7 deals with business marketing, okay? And business marketing is quite a bit different from consumer marketing, and so you're going to learn about some of the specific differences and challenges of business marketing. You'll also learn about the major categories of business customers. There are different types of business customers that we'll look at. We'll also look at specifically business versus consumer markets and how marketing is, the marketing mix is designed differently in the business market versus consumer market. We'll also look at the types of business products. And then finally in Chapter 7, we'll look at the business buying behavior. Just like we looked at consumer buying behavior in Chapter 6, you're going to look at the business buying behavior in Chapter 7. There's a lot of differences there that we need to be aware of. So obviously, if you're a firm that is selling to other businesses, you're going to need to know what the unique qualities are or characteristics of the business buyer and how they behave in the market. All right? So that you can design your marketing mix effectively. All right, so be working on those Chapter 6 and 7 activities, and let me know if you have any questions. And that's all I have for you for today. So enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend, and I will talk to you again sometime next week. Thank you.